If any of you have heard me speak of my grandmother before, I'm sure you've heard me use the term angelic, or at least say she's the closest thing I understand to an angel. Right? Maybe that's my simple story of Hattie's life, and I'm sure we all have our own little version of that. And I'm sure we've all come to some similar conclusion about selfless, undying love to her friends, family, community, and God, and a certain servitude that laughed in the face of fear and laughed in the face of hate and evil. But I think more important than what she meant to all of us is what she meant by her life. If we look at her life and try to extract some meaning out of how she lived, what's the one common goal? And I think who better to ask than the people that hurt her the most? You know, even the lady that took her youngest son from her in a drunk driving accident, that was shown the same level of forgiveness that her Creator showed her. That lady walked away that day with the same understanding of Hattie I think we all have. And that's just what level of person she was. And that's something we can all hope to eventually achieve at some point. That level of compassion, that level of dedication to what you believe in, regardless of what it is. And so I've come up with a little story to help paint this picture a little more colorfully. And I've named it The Hattie Babes and the Birds. So I'm sure most of you all know of Hattie's undying obsession with all manner of birds. I mean, growing up as a kid, every week she was tinkering and creating a more elaborate and sophisticated theater in the backyard so that she could stay up all day and night watching and listening to all the different birds and everything that they had to say. And if you knew Hattie, you knew there was a particular favorite of hers, the hummingbird, a diligent little worker, back and forth from field to field. 80 beats a second, apparently. Diligent little worker, selfless, colorful, beautiful, elegant even. I can't think of a better way to describe my grandmother in the face of any storm. So needless to say, I don't think it's a coincidence that the hummingbird was her favorite. I think it just shows the level of dedication and conviction of her beliefs. And that maybe if we could all embody a bit of this sincerity in our life, we could come out a little bit more like my grandmother. So I'll leave you with this verse. Matthew 6:28. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow, and they do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, which he not more clothe you, you of little faith? Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. But seek first his kingdom and his